Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students of class 7 of Badrunnisaa High School, how are you? I am your subject teacher Mr. Hafizur Rahman. Welcome all of you to my today's online English class. Dear students, in my previous class you have learned about infinitive and their examples, and you also learned where you can use infinitive, what is infinitive, what is bare infinitives and their examples. Today I am going to teach you about gerunds and participles. Gerunds and participles. Dear students, you actually are being confused in the use of gerund and participles. You don't identify which one is gerund and which one is participle. You are being confused. So by the following this class, you can easily identify which are gerunds and their examples and their uses, and last of all you will learn about participles and their uses, okay, with examples. Dear student, first of all I want to show you what is gerund. Gerund is the present participle form of a verb, that means verb plus ing. That means verb plus ing. That means verb plus ing. So gerund is the present participle form of a verb which works like a noun. Dear students, first of all let's look at the whiteboard then and follow some examples. First of all, in English, gerunds are used in different sentences and they have different functions. Now there are some examples on gerund. Walking is a good exercise. Now you can see it is used as a noun. Floating on the water is an enjoyable game. Floating. One must practice swimming to enjoy the sport. So it is clear that here verb plus ing, that is working as noun. Walking, floating, swimming, all are gerund because they are present participle form and works like a noun. A gerund can take different positions in a sentence. Sometimes you see they are used as a subject, sometimes they are used as an object. Dear students, here there are examples for you. Eating much is harmful. Eating much is harmful. Drinking too fast is dangerous. Her knitting is beautiful. Here you see eating, drinking, knitting. Here gerunds are used as subject. On the other hand, a gerund can be used as the object in the sentence. Look at the examples. She likes sleeping in the afternoon. Sleeping. I enjoy reading and writing. Here we use gerund as object. On the other hand, we can use gerund after prepositions. Gerund after prepositions. Look please. Gerund after preposition. Gerund after preposition. Prepositions. Look at the example. I have no objection to walking. I have no objection to walking. Walking. To after preposition. To is a preposition and walking is gerund. Another example. She is fond of shopping. She is fond of shopping. Fond of shopping. Preposition. So by this time we observe that gerunds are used in three functions. It was used as subjects. Next, you enjoyed it was used as object, then you also saw that gerund after prepositions. And their examples, I have no objection to walking, she is fond of shopping. Dear students, all of you are clear about gerund. Now I am going to show you about participles. What is participles? Dear students, what is participle? A participle is verb that ends in ing. That ends in ing or ed, d, t or en or n, etc. Participles may function as adjective describing or modifying nouns. So it is clear that it is a kind of verbs that works like adjective or modifying nouns. Now I am going to show you some examples. First of all, she is thinking of the children. She is thinking of the children. She is thinking of the children. Another, the job has been done successfully. The job has been done successfully. Has been done successfully. They are participle because they work like an adjective or modifying nouns. So, but participle have another function. When used with helping verbs such as to be and to have, they are action verbs and form several tenses. So, dear students, another example, we are charmed by their dancing. We are charmed by their dancing. So, dancing, charm and dancing. So you should remember that they are different form of participle. They are present participle and past participle. So participle is two types: present participle and past participle. Now I am going to show you a picture. Please look at the whiteboard. And I am going to show you a picture. So, look, this picture, verb, sleep, present participle, past participle. Verb, present participle, verb, present participle, past participle, present participle, past participle. Look, verb sleep. When you use it present participle, sleeping, and past participle, slept. Another, publish, use publishing, published. Go, going, past participle, gone. In this way, you can say saying, said, said. So present participle and past participle, they work as adjective. So you can practice it regularly and identify which one is gerund and their uses, and which one is present participle or past participle and their uses, and you practice it in your house. And remember that if you do not know the difference between gerund and participle, you would fail to make a meaningful sentences in English grammar. So no more today. Thank you very much. Bye bye.